do da da do 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 do. Now do that. I guess the thing about Australia, the thing about what Garth used to talk about, and so on, is that it's a prison. They have no legal system or rights, really, apart from kill or be killed. No legal system, no laws about human rights. Nobody ever talks about human rights. Nobody ever does anything about human rights, apart from for the gays. Because what do we know about gays? Some of them do killings. You might have seen it in America where there were these gay killings. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. What was I think I already said what I wanted to say. It was funny. Greta Thunberg, who's the Swedish activist who came to prominence when a niece was living in Sweden. I made a comment on the Twitter thing about local autistic people who wind up selling heroin for 40, 50 years with a gang and everything. And so someone saw that and put the definition for Greta Thunberg as autistic. But the niece who lived in Sweden at the time, let's just say she found it unsatisfactory. Because while she was there, the Prime Minister of Sweden was assassinated by 3 junkies at 11 o'clock at night after coming home from the picture theatre. And you could say I've had that experience going to the movies to see a US movie with 2 other people. The stealth airplane is interesting. the United States stealth bomber. It's very interesting. Um, but they make it seem as if what they've done is just, brand new or extraordinary. Like they're saying, oh, we can fly 12,000 miles, and yet a commercial 747 airplane in 1977 could fly from London to Adelaide with no problem at all. So it looks good. It looks nice. I guess a book is like a stealth bomber. And anyone who reads a book, even 500 years in the future, will have an experience as if they are flying and invisible, supersonic, super powerful uh, machine that goes higher than the Mount Everest, and so on. The thing about Carl Jung and the idea of collective consciousness and collective unconsciousness and so on is that he doesn't recognize God realized or God realization. Most cultures and nations don't believe in God realization. And they believe in kill or be killed. There's a new religion called Scientology that preaches and acts out kill or be killed. So my thoughts today about that yeah. So how did I get a niece? And what was she doing in Sweden? What on earth was she doing in Sweden? All I can say is she found it unsatisfactory. She was saying that something about how they're all seeing me as two-dimensional. They're seeing her as a piece of paper. And that was her complaint. And I couldn't help her much with the dilemma because I know what the Swedes are capable of doing. And they're not always good or friendly. Plus, it's probably too cold. Sweden's probably too cold. And throughout my life, organized crime people, and I'm not kidding, would use the name Swede as their moniker. And so you've got communist guys took over St. Peter's area, an old book written by a communist called On the Road. Why don't we kill him on the road? Why don't we give him a car smash on the road? A lot of garbage human beings here in Australia. As Garth would say, it's just a dump. They just dumped people here. And that was Then Germans, though, wanted to come here. Who else wanted to come here? Italians. You know, the Germans, they look at them as Nazis. The Italians look at them as fascist with, what's the guy's name? Mussolini. They wanted to come here. Maybe it was a bit overcrowding where they were. They never want to improve where they live. They never want to create a better society or social structure. They want to go somewhere else and start again. And why is that? The mistakes they made were all based on trial and error and kill or be killed. And the trial and error, the mistakes they made out of that can't be undone. And so far as kill or be killed goes, you know, that's one might say the story of the Bible. Yeah. How bad is it? The major contributors to organized crime here are the British, I should add. Uh-huh. Without going into any details. Uh, the thing about transcendental meditation, Maharishi, and all that stuff was Indians from India, Swamis, and those kind of guys were in America before it became the United States. They were sowing the seeds of make it amenable in the future to allow lots of Indians to move to America and take the bloody place over. Why? Oh, they got 400 million people called untouchables. 400 million untouchables. Have had them for hundreds of years, if not thousands of years. Quite a class system. And they've got nothing to teach. They have nothing to teach apart from how to create 400 million untouchables. You know, that TV show, Elliot Ness and the Untouchables. You know, the British are just garbage people, really bad people. The reason they're really bad is so few things were invented or created by them. So few inventions have come along.